Every year I see lots of people super excited about getting started with backyard chickens, and they go in there and they're really gung-ho about it. And every year I see people give up. I don't want that to happen to you. Okay, so let's talk about it. Hello friends, welcome to Chickenlandia. My name is Dahlia. I'm a backyard chicken educator, also known as the president of Chickenlandia. Raising chickens has been the best way for me to find peace and joy in my life, and I want to help you find that too. Where are you going, Monkey? This is Monkey. If you guys haven't met her, yes, she is a special needs chicken. She's not completely well. She's got some special needs, but she's doing okay. And I love her. And you have to live forever. I'm sorry. You do. Oh, my heart and these chickens. All right, I'm gonna put you inside, okay? It is absolutely normal to get frustrated with things that you love. I absolutely love keeping chickens. This is my career. It's where I get my joy in life and my family and my children. But sometimes I get really frustrated. I run into problems, I get discouraged, and for a brief moment, I will want to quit. Now, whenever I feel that way, I will look out at my flock. I will see them pecking and scratching. I will know that, these chickens are not in a factory farm. And that makes me feel better, and it helps me to return to joy and just remember why I started doing this in the first place. But there are a few things that I've seen over and over again that can frustrate new chicken keepers and even people that have had chickens for a while. The first thing that I've seen many times, somebody will get a batch of baby chicks, they're super happy, they've got these cute little baby chicks, and they bring them home, and one of them starts to not look right, and they get really panicked, and they're trying to help this chick, and they lose that chick. And maybe it's more than one of them looking that way, and they lose more than one baby chick. And that can be a really discouraging thing to happen to somebody, especially if it happens on with the first batch of baby chicks they bring home. I do have a formula that I give baby chicks that are struggling. And I talk about it in a video. I'll leave that video in the description for you. And I also talk about it in my online course. But sometimes there's not much that you can do. And I will say that this is really sad, but the truth is a mother hen will hatch out many chicks. And the reason why she does that is because she has the instinct to understand that she is likely, due to just the natural order of things, to lose one or two of those baby chicks. And it's really hard for us because, especially little fuzzy baby chicks, we want them to do well and we're excited about it. But it's just part of life, unfortunately. It doesn't always happen, but it is something that can happen. And so I usually try to warn people about it and to also let them know that, hello? Hey, buddy. How you doing? You need to be quiet. Oh, boy. I really do want to let people know that a lot of times there's just nothing that you can do, and there's nothing that you did wrong. It's just one of those things that happens. So if that happens to you, don't be discouraged. You will get past it, and you will have a flock of chickens, and they will be okay, and all of that will be behind you. So just remember, this too shall pass. All right, I'm gonna go into the coop for this next point I wanna make, because another big thing that discourages people is that they start to have problems trying to keep their coop clean and trying to just keep up with all of their chicken chores. And this can be a really big issue. A lot of people quit because of this, but if there's one thing that I can tell you when it comes to a chicken coop is to do a lot of research before you get your chickens. Have the coop ready before you get your baby chicks, and make sure that your coop is user friendly. A lot of people get into chicken keeping in midlife. Okay, is it part of a crisis? I don't know. Maybe. That's what I did. I got my chickens. I was already over 40 years old. And by that time I had a few aches and pains. And if If I had the kind of coop that was like really hard to clean, where I had to be bent over all the time or crawling on my hands and knees trying to clean it, that would be really tough. Like I could not do that. It would not be sustainable. So definitely do your research with that. Make sure that your coop is user friendly. Otherwise, it's just going to be so hard for you, and you're going to spend so much time dealing with the coop, dealing with cleanup, and not a lot of time just enjoying your chickens. And that's the goal. We want to just enjoy our chickens, right? And the eggs. Okay, so here is the last big thing I see people quitting chicken keeping over, and it is predator attacks. Predator attacks are awful. They're just absolutely awful when they happen. It can happen whether or not you live in the country or in the city. If you are in the city and you've never seen a raccoon, you've never seen a possum, you've never seen a weasel, they are there. They are there. And even aerial predators will come into the city sometimes. So they're things that you have to be mindful about. You gotta predator proof or have some kind of plan. You have to have a good dog or something like that. Otherwise, it may not happen the first year, it may not happen the second year, but it will happen. And as soon as you have a predator attack, they will remember where they got that meal and they will come back. So this is a scenario that can be really frustrating and really heartbreaking, especially if little kids are involved and they're the ones that find the chickens that have been attacked. It's just awful. So my advice again is have a plan for predators. Do your research before you get your chickens, preferably, okay? At least before you put them outside. I will say predator attacks happen to the best of us. They've happened to me. So if it does happen to you, I don't want you to beat yourself up about it, but I would prefer that it didn't happen to you. One of the things that I do offer is an online course. And if you are in the research phase before you're getting chickens, or you've had chickens for a little while and you just want to up your game, I think this course might be really great for you. And I'm very proud of it. Now, let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, I want to tell you about two really good things about this course. Number one is you have direct access to me. And a lot of people really love that because I get questions all the time. I get questions in the comments, I get DMs, I get emails, and there's absolutely no way for me to answer all those questions. I just can't. If I did that, I would have no time to make all the free content that I make. So I prioritize my course students. When you ask me a question within the course, I will answer you, or my co-instructor will answer you, usually within about 24 to 48 hours, depending on, if there's a holiday or something going on, it might take a little bit longer, but you will definitely be answered in a timely manner. And you can do that even after you finish the course. So for as long as the course is online in its current form, you can go in there, you can ask me a question, and I will answer you. And that has been a big perk for people. The other thing is you can take the course at your own pace. You don't have to be somewhere at a certain time. There's no Zoom calls or anything like that. It's just you go in, you take it at your own pace. If you need to stop, you can do that and come back to it later. And you will always have access to the course. So you can use it as a reference, again, for as long as the course is in its current form online. So that's another great perk in this course. Of course, there's all kinds of other information. It is put together in a very cohesive way, in a way that's easy to follow and go back to if you want to use it as a reference. And I think it'll keep you from giving up. I think there's a good chance if you get all the right information and you know exactly what you're getting into, or if you come into problems and you can easily fix them, it'll keep you from giving up. And you can still have those delicious fresh eggs, especially now while eggs are so expensive. Don't give up. Keep those chickens, okay? If you want more information about my online course, there's a link on the screen right now. All you have to do is click it, get some information. I really hope to see you there, but even if I don't, the one thing I want you to remember is that you are always welcome in Chickenlandia. Bye.